Hey, what's up guys and girls? I know it's been a long time since I made some videos on this channel. I'm really trying to get back into it this summer since I'll have a lot more free time, but nonetheless, today was the Xbox and Bethesda's game show showcase, and there were a lot of games that were announced that's going to be coming out within the next year. And I did watch the Sony showcase, or the Sony State of Play. There were some games that were announced there that I'm interested in picking up for in the upcoming year, but I was really excited or interested in this showcase because there's been the controversy that Starfield got delayed, Redfall got delayed, and Xbox has no games that's coming out this year. But as we saw, or if you watch the showcase, that is obviously not true. But anyway, with this video, I want to just talk about some of the games that I actually am interested in picking up, and let's check it out together. So they started off the showcase. Oh, I'm sorry. Before I go deep into this, I got to give some credit to Polygon. Thank you for this article. They basically just recapped everything that they showed in the showcase. And you guys check this article out for yourself. I'll try to link it down below. But nonetheless, let's get into this. So they started the showcase off with a trailer of Redfall. So Redfall, from what I see, basically looks like a vampire twist on those zombie shooter games. It looks interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not too big of a fan of the dialogue, but I need to see more of the gameplay. But nonetheless, it's going to be on Game Pass, so I'll be able to play it right away. I don't have to worry about, you know, whether I've got to catch it on the sale price or whatnot. Actually, most of the games that I think they announced for this showcase is going to be on Game Pass, so I wouldn't have to wait for any of these games, which is a plus for having Game Pass. So they show Hollow Knight, Silksong. I've never played a Hollow Knight game. I don't know. Maybe I could check it out on Game Pass, but it doesn't really look like something I'll be into. High on Life. Now, this is a game from the creator of Rick and Morty. I'm not really into that show. I've seen a few episodes. It's okay, but it's just like, you know, another slapstick comedy cartoon show like Family Guy or American Dad or South Park or The Simpsons. I just couldn't really take it serious or get into it. But this looks like a... Let's take a look at a little bit of it.
You're just gonna leave me here in
yeah, it's
what,
like a
space?
little
Everybody lives in space,
Rick and
including
Morty
you.
style shooter.
Hey, why are you squeezing me so tight? How about a little dinner first and some bubble bath? More.
I mean, if it's on Game Pass day one, then why not? Why not pick it up? Or why not download it and play it? Nonetheless, let's move on. Right, games on Xbox, League of Legends. I never played League of Legends. That's more like a PC thing. I never really been into it, but nonetheless, I could skip past that. A Plague Tale Requiem. I've heard of this game. Let's check it out. It looks interesting from what I remember seeing in the showcase. Let's skip through a little bit of it. Yeah, I mean, look, it looks solid. For some reason, it reminds me a little bit of God of War.
There's a killer around here. One of our men has been murdered.
Nah, it looks solid. Again, if this game is on it says it's gonna be on Game Pass day one, so I don't have to worry about catching it on sale. I can get it. I could download it right away. Forza Motorsport. Yeah, I'll play it. The way they were explaining the details about like how they took photos and basically recreated them digitally sounded really interesting. And of course, with the ray tracing, how they have the cars reflection showing off other cars, it's pretty interesting. So yeah, I'll play Forza Motorsport. I'm not like huge into Forza. I play Forza Horizon 4 and Forza. God, I keep wanting to talk about like Horizon Forbidden West. That's what keeps throwing me off. But anyway, Forza Horizon 5. I played a little bit of that. It was okay. I never really tried to get too deep into it because I just got so many other games in my backlog. But when this come out on Game Pass, of course I'll play it and maybe stream a little bit. Flight Simulator. I'm not going to play so much of this trailer, but I do want to show off that they are bringing Halo content, or at least the Master Chief spaceship, as like a DLC content that you can play, which sounds pretty interesting, or looks pretty interesting. I love that Halo song. Okay, just wanted to play a little bit of that. So that's Microsoft Flight Simulator. Again, looks interesting. Overwatch 2, I'm going to skip altogether. I'm not into Overwatch at all. I've never been into it, so it doesn't really do anything for me. But for those of you out there that like Overwatch, like, there you go. Overwatch 2 is coming out. So Aura History Untold. I don't think they showed enough gameplay of this game, but it just looks like a history game for whatever. You're just showing different times in history, different eras.
Will be you.
Really no gameplay, but it's apparently coming out within the next year. I mean, it's on Game Pass. If it's interesting, of like there's some gameplay of it that comes out and looks interesting, I'll download it, of course, and play it. Why not? Elder Scroll Online. I'm gonna say something controversial, but I'm not really into Elder Scrolls. I never played the other Elder Scrolls, but nonetheless, when Elder Scrolls 6 gets announced and comes out, when they put it on Game Pass, I'll play it. Why not? So let's keep moving. Fallout 6. Again, like Elder Scrolls, I never really been into Fallout, but if it's on Game Pass, why not? There's just so many shooters coming to Game Pass. Forza Horizon 5, the Hot Wheels DLC. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the little kids or like my nephews would be really into that, but I'm not sure if it's for me. Maybe if I'm playing with them, I'll play it, but nonetheless, I'm moving past. So Arc 2, this game, I'm not sure if they show a lot of gameplay, but the trailer looks interesting, not gonna lie. Yeah, they need to show more gameplay of that, but nonetheless, if it's, again, on Game Pass, that's going to be the theme of this video. If it's on Game Pass, I will download it and try it out. Why not? Scorn. I don't want to play any clips of this game because it honestly looks kind of disgusting and grotesque, but it looks like a first-person kind of like something like Doom. Yeah, let's get past all the grotesque stuff. Yeah. I'm not sure if I could get into something like that, but for those of you that are excited, it looks like Scorn is coming out this year, so Xbox has a game that's coming out this year. So here is a game that I actually was excited to, am excited to play whenever it comes out. Flintlock Siege of Dawn. Now, the Sony guys out there, they're going to look at this game and say like, oh, it looks mid. Let's play a little bit, turn it down a little bit. They're going to say, this game looks mid. It doesn't look that good. God of War Ragnarok, even though we haven't seen much gameplay of that, it looks so much better. I mean, this game is probably going to be on Game Pass. Even if it's not on Game Pass, just for the look of that alone. I mean, that's not enough reason to go buy it, but it looks like an interesting game. Axe wielding and gun shooting, and she's flying around in the sky with her little animal creature. It looks, look at that. Let's go, look at that. Come on, look at that. Look how cool that character looks. Or creature. So many people are hating on this game, but I mean, it looks okay. It looks, I mean, obviously you got to see more, but again, if it's on Game Pass, I could download it risk-free and don't have to worry about it. I don't have to pay $70. Minecraft's Legends. Minecraft is okay. If I played it with my nephews, it's not really a game for me. It feels more like a game for kids, but if it's, I don't know, if they want me to play it, maybe I'll download and play just for them, but it's not really a game for me. Frontier, A Fresh Start. Oh, sorry. Lightyear Frontier. This game doesn't really look like it's that interesting. It's a farming simulator. Yeah, I'm not really into simulator games like that, even though I did play Flight Simulator. But yeah, I'm going to skip past that. It's not for me. Gunfire Reborn. It looks like an animal shooter. I mean, if it's on Game Pass, let's turn it down. If it's on Game Pass, I will play it. But I don't think I'm going to buy it. Benedict. The last case of Benedict Fox. This game looks interesting as a 2D side scroller. Again, I don't know. I need to see more gameplay. There's just so many games. My backlog is so big now that I don't know if I'll be able to get to a game like this, unless like the reviews of it are really good, and then everyone's saying like, oh, you gotta play this game. Then I'll just drop everything else I'm playing just to play this. But right now my backlog is too long, and I might unfortunately have to skip past this one. But it does not look like a bad game. I'm not gonna lie. As Dusk Falls. Now this is one of those games that's told from like a narrative still picture perspective. It looks like you're caught in like the middle of a robbery of a store.
Why are you following me?
You've taken very different paths.
I wonder, like, I don't know. It looks like a lesser Life is Strange. It's coming out in July, so I mean, I could play it on Game Pass. Stream it. Naraka. Now this is going to be like one of those battle royale games with weapons and swords. Looks interesting, but I'm not into like those battle royale games like Fortnite or Apex Legends. Like I need a little bit more story, but whatevs. Oh, well, it does have a campaign, it seems, but I don't know. I'm not into those big battle royale games. Pertinent. Oh, I'm skipping past this one for sure. It looks completely boring. It just looked like a narrative. Enough of that gameplay already. Yeah, that one I could completely skip. It just does not interest me at all. Grounded. My nephews, they want me to play this. I played a little bit of the demo. I mean, it was okay. I wasn't like super impressed, but who knows? Who knows? It might be worth playing if I don't have too much in my backlog by the time September rolls around. All right. Erebon Shadow Legacy. Okay, now this is one of the games that I want to play. This game looks freaking interesting. Let me turn down that volume some so I don't have that echo. Okay. This game looks interesting. Like, she looks kind of like a ninja. Like, she can turn into a shadow and just like zip and zoom past things.
Lost until now.
I like that that cell shaded graphics. Looks pretty nice. Of course, the Sony fans ain't gonna admit that this game looks pretty interesting, but this game looks really good from what I see in the gameplay. Nice little platformer. Yeah. This is one of those games that if they don't put it on Xbox Game Pass, which I'm quite sure it'll come on Game Pass, but if they don't, I will of course pick it up. Yep, Game Pass right there. I will of course pick it up day one if it wasn't going to be on Game Pass. Diablo. I'm not really into Diablo at all, but from what I heard, is this one of the Diablo games or one of that games that it costs like $100,000 to level up, or am I thinking about something else? But the trailer looked interesting, but like just the gameplay of Diablo, it's just was like a roguelike game or something.
Rituals.
Roguelike action game.
You will be shot.
It didn't interest me.
Necrom.
So the trailer was, oh gosh, let me turn that down. Nah, Diablo 4, it doesn't really do it for me. Sea of Thieves, I can't really get into it. Doesn't interest me at all. But that song that they were singing was pretty funny. Ravenlock. I don't ever remember them announcing this one. Oh, yeah, is this the one with the girl? She was like hacking, slashing like monsters? No, this one actually looks interesting. It reminds me of Alice in Wonderland that came out on the Xbox 360. I will actually play this. This looks like it's up my alley. I wish there was some voice acting. It doesn't look like there will be any voice acting. Which, I mean, I can get past it. It's alright for a AA game or an indie game if that is an indie game. Anyway, Cocoon didn't really interest me at all. It looked like you're inside of a plant and you're just like transporting this little globe thing to another area to access another area. The music is nice, but it doesn't interest me. Anyway, that's Cocoon, not for me. Oh my gosh. All right, this is one of the games I'm excited for. I was pretty hyped when I saw this in the showcase. Wolong Final Dynasty. So let's play this trailer. Of course, I don't want to watch the whole thing. This game was developed by the guys at Team Ninja. Is Team Ninja different from Ninja Theory, or are they the same? But look at that! I mean, of course that's a cutscene, that's not the gameplay, but I just have a hunch that this game is going to be really good. I have that hunch. Look at that. Of course, there's a lot of Sony guys out there hating on this, saying like, oh, it looks like a fake Neo. But look at that. Come on. This game looks good. This game looks good. And if it's exclusive to Xbox only, I'm sorry, Sony guys, if you can't play this game. But it looks good. That's why I'm not a console warrior. I don't have bias towards any console. I own all the major consoles right now, and I play whatever game looks interesting. Persona. So I don't have to play the trailer for this one because I know a lot of people know what Persona is about. I've actually never played a Persona game before, so I'm really excited that these games are coming to the Xbox. I know Persona games takes a long time to complete. It's a Japanese RPG, so that just pretty much comes with the territory. But I'm really excited to play Persona. Actually, let me just play a little bit because I kind of got hyped when I saw this trailer. That's really good for Xbox that they're getting some Japanese RPGs on the console. Like the Xbox was already starting to like gain some traction in Japan and sell more. And I don't know if you've ever been to Japan, but if you go to Japan and go to like a game store or any retailer that sell games, the Xbox section is like basically half of an aisle on like one section of an aisle. Meanwhile, the PlayStation and Nintendo games take up like 3, 4, 5, 6 sections of the store. So this will definitely make the Xbox sell some more systems. And I will definitely play these games when they come out because I never played Persona and it looks fantastic. Amazing. Love it. Good job. Good job getting these games on Xbox. Okay, so then last they ended the showcase with Starfield. They show about like 10 minutes of gameplay or so.
Our most ambitious game.
This game is going to be massive. So one of the controversies about this game was that they mentioned that this game is going to have 1,000 planets. And there's some guys on the other Sony side, of course, saying that how can this game have like 1,000 planets, like full blown, not just a level, not just areas, not just sections, but planets with several areas that you can explore, over 1,000. Sounds like a massive game. It's probably going to take more storage than I have on my Xbox. It's probably going to take at least 300 gigs to install this game, and it's probably going to take me like 3 or 4 years to complete it, just because how big it is, or it's going to be. But some people are saying like it just looks like it's going to be like a shooter in space. And if this was the old me, I wouldn't care about this at all. But after I started playing Halo, I started really getting into shooters and first-person games. Like I really like the game Ghostwire Tokyo. Yeah, I really started getting into first-person shooters. Like, I mean, this game looks pretty good. Of course, it doesn't have like the Unreal Engine 5 graphics or anything like that, but nonetheless, it still looks really good. And it could possibly, based on like how massive it sounds, be like the game of the year next year. Be like one of Xbox's biggest game titles ever. So big that like, you know, maybe 5, 6, maybe even 10 years from now, people will still be playing this game. Like, you know, a lot of people are going to be streaming this game. Just jump around a little bit.
You're invited to join Constellation, who, in the future the game is set in, are the last group of space explorers. To meet them,
you get to customize your own character.
You dug up the artifact, right?
You get to build and customize your own spaceship.
The only way out.
Let me get to that part where they talk about the spaceship.
The path ahead may be.
we we just absolutely love this.
Look at that. That is cool. And of course, you get to, when you customize your character, you get to customize them with like different attributes, and it comes with its own advantages and disadvantages. Like, this game is going to be great. And I'm actually okay with them delaying this game a little bit, because it's going to be just really polished, and, you know, not a buggy mess like Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart was for me. Look at this. Oh my gosh. That looks amazing. Can you imagine, you know, you're in space like that, you just fly from one planet to another just like that? That looks so cool. And then you get to battle other spaceships in space. That looks so cool. How can you hate on this? How could you dare say like a game like this looks good? This game looks really cool.
Experience the game. Thanks again.
Yeah, I'm really excited for Starfall. But anyway, after the showcase, I started going around social media and seeing what people were saying. I went to like one of my Xbox Facebook groups. A lot of the people there were saying like it was kind of like a snooze fest. It wasn't really interesting. IGN tweeted some images from Starfield, and if you can see here, some people already started hating. They says one person says, "Not gonna lie, this game doesn't look all that impressive. Game looks like it's set for a big delay." Like, let's take a look at these screenshots. Like, how can you say it doesn't look impressive? I mean, the textures, but I don't really care about the textures. Like, I care more about the gameplay. It looks fine to me. It looks fine. Let's see what other people are saying. Bookmark this. It'll be the next Cyberpunk. No, I don't think they're going to delay a game like this just to have it like be a buggy filled mess like Cyberpunk that requires patch after patch after patch. PS2 graphics. So this person is obviously just being a hater. They're just probably mad because they don't have an Xbox and they want to buy one, but they just can't justify it. And this game is going to be on the PlayStation or Nintendo Switch. Building your own spaceship is cool, but meh, gotta wait for 5 more years for Elder Scrolls 6. I mean, just play this one in the meantime. Like, if you own Game Pass, you're not losing out on anything. You have nothing to lose. Starfield was really the only game keeping me from ditching my Xbox. While it looks interesting, at the same time, didn't impress me all that much. For some reason, it feels like a potential flop. Come on, bro. Another person saying 1,000 planets and quality, no effing way. I mean, they give them a chance before you say something like that. Like, just give them a chance. If they don't deliver, if it's like a planet that's just basically deserted and there's like nothing there but like rocks or, you know, water or something like that, or just some vegetation, then of course you can criticize them, but give them a chance. Of course, it's going to be hard to have like AI and like every single one of those planets and like an active world in every single one of those planets. It would be really cool if they did, but it sounds like they're building like one of the biggest games of all times, one of the most massive games of all times. And it's going to just have so much content that will keep you busy for like probably more than a year or years to come. But anyway, yeah, those were just some people giving their feedback on the Xbox showcase. In this case, focusing more on the Starfield. To me, it was a pretty solid showcase. I liked it more than the Sony one, mostly because these games are actually going to be exclusive to Xbox. Like some of the games in the Sony showcase, like Street Fighter 6, for example, is not going to be an exclusive to Sony. And some of the other games they showed weren't going to necessarily be exclusives, but they just had the marketing rights to show off those games. But anyway, that's all I really have to say about this one. I really enjoyed the showcase. If I had to rate it, I'll give it a solid maybe 7 or 8 out of 10. There are some games I really want to pick up or download from Game Pass. Starfield is definitely one of them. Wolong is definitely one of them. Erebon is another one that I really want to download. Redfall, I'll download it. It looks interesting enough for me to download it, but that's all I really have to say about this one. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to stay tuned for the next video and share this video all around the world with your family and friends. And until the next one, I'm out.